Well, we can't say for sure if Coloradans are smoking less pot, but they're sure buying less of it legally.
Sales are dropping as inflation and increased regulations are hitting dispensaries. Mark Salinger explains what that means for Colorado.
There's a certain number, an entire day, that keeps Weed World moving.
In Weed World, we refer to 420 as Green Friday.
420 2023 was hazy at best.
This 420 was the worst we've seen in 5 years.
The high times in Colorado are wearing off.
We just didn't see the sales, and that's big problems for the industry.
Truman Bradley is the director of the marijuana industry group in the state. Here are the numbers. In April of 2023, people bought $131 million worth of weed. That's down from more than $153 million in April of the year before. Sales haven't been this low to celebrate 420 since 2018.
It used to be the case that we were the only legal place to buy marijuana for 1,000 miles in any direction. Those days are pretty far in the rear view.
That's one potential reason, but it's not the only one.
There's no real indication that people are consuming less cannabis, but they definitely are spending their dollars elsewhere than outside of the legal market.
Aaron Smith is the head of the National Cannabis Industry Group, based here in Denver. He says people aren't necessarily buying less weed. They're just buying less weed legally. Inflation and new taxes tacked on at the dispensary may actually help your college roommate's cousin who sells weed for half the price out of the back of his car.
I think inflationary pressure is driving more and more consumers away from the taxed and regulated market and into that illegal underground market.
Just this month, Colorado's Marijuana Enforcement Division increased application and licensing fees for cannabis businesses.
This industry is on the brink.
Truman says that'll end up hurting Weed World even more.
The problem is there's just not any money left for the marijuana businesses. We're at our breaking point.
This is really the first prolonged downturn that they've seen in Colorado's marijuana industry because it's so new. Sales last year dropped $460 million compared to the previous year. According to the marijuana industry group, that's a loss of $100 million for the state in tax revenue that usually goes towards things like rebuilding schools.